You got to stop settling. You got to stop accepting less than what you are worth. You deserve better, but do you believe it? Because if you don't believe it, you won't act on it. Too many people walk through life thinking they have to settle. Settle for an average job, settle for bad relationships, settle for a life that doesn't inspire them. But let me tell you something. You were created for more. Listen to me. You deserve happiness. You deserve success. You deserve peace. But here's the catch. You got to work for it. See, the problem isn't whether you deserve better. The problem is whether you're willing to fight for better. You got to stop waiting for a miracle and start putting in the work. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming your past. Stop settling for less. If you want better, you got to demand better from yourself. No more wasting time. No more waiting for the right moment. The right moment is now. Wake up every morning and tell yourself, I deserve better and I will get better. Because if you don't believe in you, nobody else will. It's time to level up. Too many people go through life settling for less than what they truly deserve. They stay in jobs that drain them, relationships that don't fulfill them, and environments that limit their growth. Why? Because they believe that's all there is. They believe that this is just how life is. But let me tell you something. You don't have to accept that. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to keep selling for less. You deserve better. You were made for more. But until you decide that for yourself, nothing will change. The problem isn't whether you have potential. The problem is whether you recognize it. Do you see yourself as someone worthy of success, of happiness, of peace? Or have you convinced yourself that you're not capable, not smart enough, not lucky enough? Too many people let their past experiences dictate their future. Just because you grew up in struggle doesn't mean you have to stay in struggle. Just because you've made mistakes doesn't mean you can't rise above them. Just because people have doubted you doesn't mean they were right. At some point, you have to stop accepting less than what you're worth. Stop telling yourself that you have to settle because you don't. You don't have to settle for a job that drains your energy. You don't have to settle for relationships that don't support you. You don't have to settle for a life that doesn't excite you. But here's the truth. Life isn't just going to hand you something better. You have to fight for it. You have to decide that you deserve better and then take the steps to make it happen. And let me be clear. This isn't about just sitting back and waiting for things to change. No, you have to take action. You have to demand more from yourself. You have to make choices that push you forward, not hold you back. You can't say you want better, but keep doing the same things that got you here. You can't say you deserve success, but keep making excuses about why you can't achieve it. It starts with your mindset. You have to start believing that better is possible for you. You have to start seeing yourself as someone who is capable of greatness. Because when you believe it, you'll act like it. And when you act like it, opportunities will start opening up. But it all starts with you refusing to settle. Too many people wait for permission. They wait for someone to tell them they're good enough. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait until they feel ready. Let me tell you something. If you keep waiting, you'll stay exactly where you are. The perfect moment will never come. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the life you want. You have to go and take it. You have to stop tolerating things that drain you. Stop tolerating environments that bring you down. Stop tolerating relationships that don't push you forward. Stop tolerating habits that keep you stuck. The moment you say, I refuse to settle, is the moment your life starts to change. You have dreams. You have goals. You have a vision for your life. But are you willing to do what it takes to make that vision a reality? Because wishing isn't enough. Hoping isn't enough. Talking about it isn't enough. You have to put in the work. You have to be willing to sacrifice, to be disciplined, to be consistent. You can't just want it. You have to work for it. And yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to take time. Yes, there will be days when you feel like giving up. But what's the alternative? Staying stuck in a life that doesn't fulfill you? Living with regret, looking back years from now and wondering what could have been? No, you deserve better than that. So I'm asking you, are you ready to stop settling? Are you ready to demand more from yourself? Are you ready to step into the life you were meant to live? Because the only thing standing between you and that life is the decision to go after it. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more settling. You deserve better, so go get it. Belief is everything. It shapes how you see yourself, how you see the world, and ultimately how you live your life. If you don't believe you are worthy of success, happiness, and peace, then you will never pursue them with the intensity and focus needed to achieve them. Many people go through life doubting themselves, constantly questioning whether they're good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to have the things they desire. This doubt holds them back, keeping them stuck in situations that don't fulfill them. But the truth is, your belief in yourself is the foundation of everything you will accomplish. If you don't believe in your own worth, no one else will. So many people settle for less, not because they lack the ability to achieve more, but because they don't believe they deserve it. They have been conditioned to think small, to accept mediocrity, to believe that greatness is reserved for other people. They allow past failures, negative experiences, and the opinions of others to define what they think they can achieve. But just because you failed before doesn't mean you're a failure. Just because someone else doubted you doesn't mean they were right. Just because life has been tough doesn't mean you aren't meant for something greater. It all starts with a decision to stop allowing self-doubt to control your life. A decision to rewrite the story you've been telling yourself. A decision to stand up and say, I am worthy of more. Because the truth is, you are. You were not put on this earth just to survive, just to go through the motions, just to accept whatever comes your way. You were made for something greater, but you have to claim it. Your mind is powerful. The way you think determines the way you act. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, you'll behave in ways that reinforce that belief. You won't take risks. You won't push yourself. You'll settle. But when you shift your mindset and start telling yourself that you are capable, that you are strong, that you are deserving, everything changes. You start carrying yourself differently. You start speaking with confidence. You start making choices that align with the life you truly want. There is nothing more dangerous than a person who fully believes in themselves. When you believe in your worth, you stop tolerating things that don't serve you. You stop entertaining negativity. You stop surrounding yourself with people who drain your energy. You stop wasting time on things that don't bring you closer to your goals. You become intentional. You become focused. You become unstoppable. But belief alone isn't enough. You have to act on it. You can't just sit around telling yourself you deserve more while continuing to live the same way. If you truly believe in your worth, you have to make choices that reflect it. That means setting boundaries. That means putting in the work. That means walking away from situations that don't align with your goals. That means demanding more from yourself. Because when you believe you are worthy, you refuse to accept anything less. Many people struggle with this because they spent years thinking the opposite. They spent years listening to negativity, doubting themselves, and allowing their past to dictate their future. But just because you've been thinking a certain way for a long time doesn't mean you have to keep thinking that way. You have the power to change your mindset. You have the power to decide at this very moment that you will no longer let doubt hold you back. It won't be easy. Changing the way you see yourself takes time, but every day you have a choice. You can either continue believing the lies that tell you you're not enough, or you can start speaking truth into your life. You can start affirming your worth, your strength, your potential. And the more you do this, the more you will start to see yourself differently. The more you will start to act differently. The more you will start to live differently. Nothing changes until you do. The world will not hand you what you deserve. You have to take it. And that starts with knowing deep down that you are worthy of every single thing you desire. The only question is, do you believe it? Wishing for a better life isn't enough. Dreaming about success isn't enough. Talking about the things you want won't get you anywhere if you're not willing to act. Too many people spend their time hoping for things to change while doing nothing to change their circumstances. They wait for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or someone to come along and help them. But that's not how success works. If you want something better, you have to take action. You have to move. You have to start. Even if you're scared, even if you don't have all the answers, even if you don't feel ready, waiting is a trap. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. Fear begins to grow. Doubts creep in, and before you know it, years have passed, and you're still stuck in the same place. Action is the only way forward. Even small steps matter. Even imperfect action is better than no action at all. The difference between people who achieve their goals and those who don't is that achievers take action despite their fears. They don't wait to feel ready. They don't let excuses stop them. They get up every day and do what needs to be done. Taking action doesn't mean you'll have immediate success. It doesn't mean things will go perfectly. In fact, you'll probably fail, make mistakes, and face setbacks. But that's part of the process. Every failure teaches you something. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow. The people who succeed aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to quit. They adjust, they learn, they keep going. Many people let fear control them. They fear failure, judgment, or rejection, and so they never start. But what's worse, failing or living with regret? What's worse, making mistakes or never knowing what could have been? Regret is heavier than failure. It stays with you, it eats away at you. But when you take action, even if you fail, you gain experience, wisdom, and resilience. You prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. If you truly want something, you must be willing to work for it. That means discipline. That means consistency. That means doing the hard things, even when you don't feel like it. Success isn't about talent or luck, it's about effort. It's about showing up every day and putting in the work. It's about pushing through the discomfort and challenges because you know what you're working toward. Some people wait because they think they need everything to be perfect before they start. They wait for the perfect plan, the perfect timing, or the perfect conditions. But perfection doesn't exist. There will always be obstacles, there will always be uncertainties, and there will always be reasons to delay. The people who succeed are the ones who start anyway. They figure things out along the way. They make adjustments as needed. They don't let the need for perfection stop them from making progress. It's easy to talk about wanting a better life. It's easy to wish for success, but talking and wishing don't change anything. Only action does. If you want to be healthier, you have to start exercising and eating right. If you want to build a business, you have to start putting in the work. If you want better relationships, you have to invest time and effort into them. Everything you want requires action. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the life you want. It's up to you. That might sound harsh, but it's the truth. You are responsible for your future. You are responsible for your success. And the only way to get there is to take action. It won't always be easy. There will be days when you feel unmotivated, discouraged, or exhausted. But discipline is more important than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline keeps you moving forward. You have to train yourself to act even when you don't feel like it. Because the people who win aren't the ones who feel inspired all the time. They're the ones who keep going no matter what. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Stop waiting for permission. The time is now. Take action. Make a move. Even if it's small, even if it's messy, just start. Because the sooner you start, the sooner you will see progress. And the more you act, the more confident you will become. One step at a time, one action at a time. You will build the life you want. Too many people spend their lives waiting for the right moment to start. They sit on their dreams, hoping that one day things will magically fall into place. But the truth is, life doesn't work that way. If you want something, you have to go after it. You have to be intentional about your choices, your actions, and your mindset. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you decide that you are done waiting, done making excuses, and done settling for less than you deserve. Your daily choices determine your future. Every decision you make, no matter how small, either brings you closer to your goals or pushes you further away. Too many people waste their time on things that don't matter, scrolling through social media, complaining about their circumstances, waiting for the perfect conditions. They let distractions consume them instead of focusing on what truly matters. If you want more out of life, you have to be intentional with your time. You have to prioritize growth, learning, and progress. You have to choose discipline over comfort, action over procrastination, and purpose over distractions. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they lack consistency. They start something, but when it gets hard, they stop. They set goals, but when they don't see immediate results, they quit. Success isn't about working hard for a few days or weeks. It's about staying committed even when it's tough. It's about showing up every single day and putting in the effort even when you don't feel like it. The people who achieve great things aren't always the smartest or the most talented. They are simply the ones who refuse to give up. Being intentional also means surrounding yourself with the right people. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. If you're constantly around negativity, doubt, and complacency, it will affect you. You will start to lower your standards. You will start to accept less than you deserve. But if you surround yourself with people who push you, inspire you, and challenge you, you will grow. You will start thinking bigger. You will start believing in yourself more. The right environment can change everything. So be intentional about who you allow into your space. Your habits define you. What you do every day matters more than what you do once in a while. If you want to be successful, you have to develop habits that align with success. That means setting goals and working toward them daily. That means taking care of your body and mind. That means constantly learning, improving, and pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. You can't just wish for a better life. You have to build it one habit at a time. Fear stops so many people from taking action. They're afraid of failure, afraid of judgment, afraid of stepping into the unknown. But fear will never go away on its own. The only way to overcome fear is to take action despite it. You have to move forward even when you're scared. You have to trust that you will figure things out along the way. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action even when fear is present. The more you push through fear, the stronger and more confident you become. You can't control everything in life, but you can control your response to situations. You can choose to be a victim, or you can choose to take responsibility for your life. You can choose to let setbacks break you, or you can choose to use them as fuel to push forward. Life is unpredictable, but your mindset determines how you navigate challenges. The people who succeed aren't the ones who never face obstacles. They are the ones who refuse to let obstacles stop them. Stop waiting for the perfect time because it doesn't exist. Stop waiting for permission because no one is going to give it to you. Stop waiting for everything to be easy because growth happens in discomfort. The only way to build the life you want is to be intentional every single day. Focus on what matters, eliminate distractions, stay committed even when it's hard. Keep taking action even when you don't see immediate results, because over time, those small daily choices add up. And one day, you will look back and realize that being intentional with your life was the best decision you ever made. No matter what you've been through, no matter where you come from, and no matter how many times you failed, you have the power to rewrite your story. Too many people believe that their past defines them, that their mistakes limit their future, or that their circumstances determine what they can achieve. But that is not the truth. The only thing that truly defines you is what you do next. The decisions you make today, the actions you take moving forward, and the way you choose to see yourself are what will shape your future. The problem is that most people don't believe they are capable of more. They settle for a life that is beneath their potential. They get comfortable in their struggles, even when those struggles bring them pain. They accept a life they don't love because they don't think they have the power to change it. But the truth is, you are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you give yourself credit for. You have everything inside you to create a life that excites you. But it starts with a decision. The decision to stop settling. The decision to stop allowing your past to dictate your future. The decision to step up and claim the life you deserve. Change is uncomfortable. Growth is painful. But nothing is more painful than staying stuck in a life that doesn't make you happy. Nothing is more frustrating than waking up every day knowing you were meant for more, but doing nothing to change your circumstances. Nothing feels worse than looking back years from now and realizing you wasted time making excuses instead of making moves. The pain of change is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. If you want something better, you have to be willing to go through the discomfort of transformation. You have to be willing to challenge yourself. Push past your fears and break free from old habits that are holding you back. Excuses will always be there. You will always have reasons to delay, to wait, to justify why you can't start now. But those excuses are just lies you tell yourself to avoid the hard work of change. You say you don't have time, but you find time for distractions. You say you don't have the resources, but you haven't even tried to find a way. You say you don't know where to start, but you haven't taken the first step to figure it out. The truth is, if something truly matters to you, you will find a way. If it doesn't, you will find an excuse. People will doubt you, they will question your decisions, they will remind you of your past failures, and they will try to make you believe that you are not capable of something greater. But their opinions do not define your reality. Just because someone else can't see your vision doesn't mean it isn't possible. Just because others are afraid to take risks doesn't mean you have to be. You have to believe in yourself even when no one else does. You have to keep pushing forward even when others try to pull you down. You have to stay focused on your goals and trust that in time, your results will speak for themselves. You were not put on this earth to live a mediocre life. You were not meant to just survive, to just get by, or to just go through the motions. You were created to do something meaningful, to make an impact, and to live with purpose. But that will never happen if you keep settling for less. It will never happen if you keep making excuses, if you keep waiting for the perfect time, or if you keep letting fear control you. The choice is yours. You can either continue living the same way, making the same excuses, and staying stuck in the same place, or you can decide right now that you are done settling. You can decide that you will do whatever it takes to create a life that makes you proud. You can choose to show up for yourself, to put in the work, to push through the challenges, and to refuse to quit until you reach the life you know you deserve. Every single day is an opportunity to take a step toward the life you want. It doesn't matter how many times you failed before. It doesn't matter what people think about you. It doesn't matter if you don't have all the answers yet. What matters is what you do next. Because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to start. No matter what has happened in your past, no matter what mistakes you've made, and no matter how many times you've fallen short, you still have the power to change your future. Your past does not define you. Your choices do. Every single day you have the opportunity to take a step forward, to break free from old habits, and to create a life that aligns with your dreams. But that will never happen if you keep waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. If you want something better, you have to stop making excuses and start making moves. You have to believe that you deserve more. You have to recognize that your potential is greater than the limitations you place on yourself. The only thing stopping you is the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't. Change that story. Stop telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, or that success is for other people. The truth is, the people who succeed are not the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. They are simply the ones who refuse to quit. They are the ones who keep going even when it's hard. They are the ones who take responsibility for their lives and make the decision to fight for their dreams. It won't be easy. There will be days when you feel like giving up. There will be moments when fear, doubt, and frustration try to convince you to stop. But if you push through, if you stay committed, if you refuse to settle for anything less than what you deserve, you will get there. One day you will look back and realize that every struggle, every setback, and every challenge was worth it. Because you didn't just dream about a better life, you created it. And when that moment comes, you will know that the decision to believe in yourself, to take action, and to never settle was the most important decision you ever made.